Welcome back on the red carpet with Allison. Are you ready to defy gravity and have a wicked good time? Did you get those references? I'm going to be making a lot during this episode, so just brace yourself. I found a local candle making class inspired by the movie Wicked. So are you a good witch or a bad witch? Well, I'm joined by Jennifer Machicki, and she's nothing but a good witch. So, Jennifer, thank you so much for joining me.
You, Allison. Happy to be here.
I want to get into the class because it sounds so interesting and so involved. But first, tell me a little bit about you and your company.
Oh, well, thank you. Again, you already said my name's Jennifer Machicki. I own Designs by Olivia Gray with my husband, Matt Machicki, and we're located in Pittston, right at the waterfront building on Kennedy Boulevard. And we've been in
Okay.
business now for since about 2016. We love the products that we make, but one of my favorite parts about the business is bringing people together for candle making classes or meeting them at the candle bar to help them create their own custom scents. And every year, I feel like we just take it a little bit farther as far as really going all out for these themed classes, based on what's happening currently in the world, like the Wicked class. I'm a big Wicked fan, so I was like, why not? There's got to be other people who want to talk all things Wicked and make some good candles.
As you know, it was the movie of the summer when it came out, and it was huge last year. I have
Mhm.
to ask though,
Oh, I
did you
know what's
like part
coming.
one or part two better?
It's such a cop out, but I like them both because you can't have part one without part two.
I
I
totally
I
agree.
can't watch a movie and say that part one was complete. So how could you like it until you know how it ended? But I loved them both for different reasons. I know some people had some feelings about the second movie, and I'm not here to dissuade anybody from that, but I did enjoy the second movie as well.
As somebody, as a lover of Broadway, as a lover of music, I loved both parts. And kind
Mhm.
of like you, like I was telling my aunt and uncle, I was like, first of all, you need to see the first one, then you need to watch the second one. And my aunt was like, yeah, but I heard the second one wasn't good. I was like, Aunt Bo, it's literally the musical in movie form. Like you loved the musical, you loved
Uh,
both acts of the musical, you're going to love the movie. And I dragged my boyfriend to see the movie, and he
mhm.
liked it, and he's not a musical person. So, what does that tell you?
I don't know. My husband has only seen the first one so far. I keep trying to get him to see the second one. So you're way ahead of me, I should say.
Hey, good Valentine's date idea for tomorrow. Just
Yes,
saying.
but we're actually doing a Valentine's Day candle making class, so that's our date for tomorrow.
I love it. And you know what? That takes me to my next question. Talk to me about how you got these ideas for the themed candle making classes.
Oh, I wish I had a crazy great answer, but the truth is, I grew up in Pittston and there wasn't a whole lot to do when I was growing up. And I love, like you, I love going to the movies, the theaters. I love Taylor Swift. I love certain movies.
Yes.
And I just love how those things can bring people together. So one day I just thought, like, well, I have people coming in to make candles. I wonder how themed classes would do. I mean, we do murder mystery, Schitt's Creek, you name a theme, we've done them all before. So Wicked, when it came time to do Wicked, I knew I had to do this class right. And no two classes are the same. So just because you come in our studio for one class does not mean that's going to be how it is for the second class. So I really wanted to make for the Wicked for Good classes, you feel like you were part of that wedding ceremony. If you didn't see the movie, spoiler alert, there's a wedding scene in there. But I go all out. It's not just making the candles, it's the decorations from the littlest details to the napkin that you're using, the plates that you're using for dinner, what the vessel is for the candle. Vessel is the jar that the candle goes in, but there's a Glinda themed one, there's an Elphaba one. The decorations, just everything that you feel from the soundtrack that's on to the games we play, and even the prizes I order are just absolutely insane to go with these classes.
Listen, you had me at Glinda. I am a pink girl. I'm Glinda 1000%. I would probably make an all pink candle. But you mentioned dinner and the ambiance and the experience. So this is much more than a candle making class. And it just
Yeah.
shows how much you love your craft and your business, because
Mhm.
no one would have ever thought to put those two together. I certainly would not have. So talk me through one of your candle making classes and everything you get and like price and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. So the good news too, you'd say you make a pink candle. Well, for this class, you don't have to choose. You make a Glinda and an Elphaba candle. So
Oh,
that's something different that not every class has as well. But for this class specifically, like I said, you make the two different candles. A full catered dinner is provided. There's games
wow.
and prizes as well as best dressed prizes for the whole night. Um, and then again, the class lasts about 2.5 hours. And like I said, there, I don't want to give too much away because we have a surprise in this class as well that we don't advertise, and you won't know what it is until you join us for the class. But it is a whole bunch of fun. It requires you to work with other people that are in the class. You kind of pair up in teams. Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's
And
right.
at the end, you essentially have to solve a case, if you will. And the winner of
Oh,
these cases, they win some like big, big prizes.
listen, your secret is safe on the red carpet. I mean, maybe just a little teaser, or you can't even give me a little teaser.
Um, no, I wouldn't do that. You'd have to come to the class to see it because it wouldn't make it so fun.
Okay, I agree with that. That just gives me the incentive. Maybe I'll take my sister, which brings me to my next question. My sister is 9. Is there an age limit on these classes?
No, there is no age limit, but everyone under the age of, I think we have it set at 12 for this class, does have to have a guardian to accompany them with the class.
Well, if I'm her guardian, we all better look out because
You'll
we'll
do great.
we'll be in trouble.
You'll do great. You both will have a great time. And that's why we build the classes too for all ages, right? There's a little something for everybody.
I love that. Now, remind people where you're located because yes, I'm local, but I tend to stay in the Edwardsville, Wilkes-Barre, Larksville area. So rarely am I driving around Pittston. So remind us where you're located.
We're right on Kennedy Boulevard, in the waterfront building. So that's the same building that has the refinery. We're right across from them. It has the salt bar, all the businesses that are in that big building there.
Oh
We're
my
part of that.
God. I'm
Mhm.
literally in that building every Tuesday and Thursday for yoga. So I'm going to
Well,
have to come check you out
well, then you do leave Wilkes-Barre, Larksville, Edwardsville area just on Tuesdays. So
just on Tuesdays.
we don't have classes on Tuesdays, so you might have to venture out on a Friday or Saturday, but I think you could do it.
Okay, twist my arm 1000%. Listen, if you're playing the music from the soundtrack,
Oh yeah,
that just in itself got me through the door, sister.
I love it.
Well, that brings me to another good question. I need your favorite song from Acts 1 and 2.
It's gotta be Defying Gravity and No Good Deed Goes Unpunished.
Oh, okay. I'd probably say The Wizard and I
Ooh,
and
okay.
For Good.
Yeah, For Good makes me cry, but I'm thinking like Powerhouses, something that just
Yeah.
gets me going. It's just Defy Gravity and No Good Deed, man. She just really made them her own in such a good way. Do you know what I mean? Like different from
Yes.
Broadway.
Cynthia was not only the right choice for that part, I could not have seen any other female play that part in the movie. Like, I just couldn't. And she was wonderful. I was
Great.
always an Arianator growing up. I loved Ariana
Mhm.
Grande, so I loved her in this spotlight. I grew up watching
Yes.
Victorious. So seeing her in Wicked, I was like, yes, my baby's all grown up.
So funny. I can't say I was not a fan of her, but I wouldn't say that I listened to her regularly, had any opinion. But once I saw her in Wicked, I too think that Ariana was also the best
Agreed.
person for that part. I loved how she made that one her own, and she's really funny. She made me laugh.
She is. And we won't talk about Jonathan Bailey because I'll just start swooning. He was Perfect. Literally perfect. I mean, I saw some of the casting choices that they wanted for Wicked, like
Mhm.
Nick Jonas, Joe Jonas. I was always a Nick Jonas girl. I was always a Nick
Mhm.
girl growing up. So, but the cast would have been, the cast was set. The cast made it.
It was
End of
perfect.
story.
Yeah, it really was.
So, going back to your business, what's next for you guys? Like, what can you give us any idea of maybe there's a new theme coming, or what are you working on?
So right now we're working on our newest murder mystery theme for this year. That was a huge hit. We have to have like, I think we had 11 classes last year that filled up. So I'm working on the theme. It's going to be 80s prom. That's the
Wow.
That's the one that we're working on right now. But we also wait to see like kind of what's happening in like pop culture moments too. Like if a new movie comes out or a new album drops, like if Taylor Swift does something crazy, all us Swifties come together and kind of celebrate too. But we also do holiday ones, Mother's Days, a bunch of different events throughout the year.
Was there the life of a showgirl as a
Mhm.
candle?
Like, did they make one?
Like, did you make one? Did
I
you
did.
do an event?
I did in an event, yeah. So everybody got to come and make their own Life of a Showgirl candle. Yeah.
I This is so funny. This question might be a little out there, but
I love it.
I'm out there, especially when I'm on the red carpet. If you were a candle, what would you smell like?
I really love the musks, the ambers, but I love the fruity
Oh.
scents as well. There's a my favorite scent that I personally make is what I would choose, and that's my enchantment scent. Every time I smell that, it's everything that I want. It, it would smell like if everything was right in the world. I don't know what that would
Oh.
smell like, but to me, it's just this magical, pure happiness.
Well, enchantment sounds like you need to do another Taylor Swift event, Enchanted to Meet You.
Well, Spark Fly is well beyond, her release date. So, but yes, it is in dedication to that song.
I would probably, if I was a candle, my two favorite scents, and well, maybe my three favorite scents, because I always said, like, if there was a dill scent, even for like the kitchen, like
Yeah.
I love dill, I love
Mhm.
lavender, and I love lemon. So
I love that.
that's what me as a candle would smell like. I just feel like really clean and fresh.
I love the way dill smells too. So I know what you mean. It's so
When
good.
I used to work at a grocery store, I would get like the basil in my line or the dill, and I'd be that cashier who would just like hold it a little bit longer and be like, "Wait, I just need to smell this like a little bit longer." But the right candle, you know this as the owner of a candle business,
Mhm.
the right smell makes or breaks like a home, and it makes the home
Absolutely.
so inviting.
Absolutely.
Listen, Jennifer, we have so much more to talk about after break. We're going to take a quick break on the red carpet and we'll be right back. Welcome back from break. Guess what? I'm having so much fun on the red carpet with Jennifer. We're talking all things Wicked, her themed candle making classes locally in Pittston, not that far from our studio in Wilkes-Barre, and not that far for people around NEPA. So, Jennifer, thank you so much again for joining me.
Absolutely. I'm so excited to be here.
I We were talking a little bit in the break how you guys are so much more than just candle making classes. Listen, Mother's Day's coming up. Valentine's Day is literally hours away. You're so much more than classes. Talk to me about everything else you offer.
Yeah, we My husband and I, we also make our own products too. We're a candle company first. We have over 90 different scents at this point that we've curated
Wow.
and that we sell on our floor. But we also do room and linen sprays. We have a whole essential oil line, bath and body care, and then we carry other natural products in our store that we test that we use in our home every single day. So it's a great place to come and shop if you're looking for something for yourself or for others, like you said, for Valentine's Day or Mother's Day coming up as well. But in addition to our classes, we have the area's first fully customizable candle bar. And what I mean by that is you can come in and create your own scent. We help you. We have all custom vessels you can choose. We work with you blending different oils to make something that you would like to bring to your home or gift to somebody else. And we love that process as well.
It really is. And you know what? You were just talking, and I felt so calm. And I was like, if you just want to go and make your own candle, it's probably such a calming.
It's
uh,
therapy.
It is.
It
And then,
really
like, when
is.
you light it and have a good book going, or if you're making dinner in the kitchen, like, so
Mhm.
it really is a great event around here. And I can't stress enough, like, we need things like this in any PA. We really do.
I agree with you. And it's not just making a candle, too. Me and my husband, we love educating as well. We let you know front to back the whole entire process. So you know what goes into your candle and you walk away and burn that candle at home, like you said, with the good book or after you clean the house. And the level of pride that you'll have from that, it's just unmatched. It's just a wonderful feeling. We love seeing people come in again and again and again to do that.
So, what I'm hearing is even me, the hardest of learners, couldn't mess up their candle if I
No.
made one.
No, you really couldn't. We expertly guide you step by step throughout the whole process. And we'll offer our opinions too about whether things blend well together. We walk you through like some theories and mechanisms, how to help you create your perfect scent.
It is important to note, though, going back to the classes, you don't. I'm assuming candles take forever to harden or at least a couple hours. So you
Mhm.
don't get to walk away with your product, but the excitement that like you get to pick it up soon after that. Talk to me about that process.
Yeah, you're right. Usually for the classes, because they're later at night, you do not get to walk away with your candles because they need about 3 to 4 hours to cure enough for you to be able to move them. But yes, you come in anytime that we're open after that, and you could pick up your candle. Same with the candle bar too. Those who would get there early in the morning, they could pick up their candle same day. But yeah, once it cures, you're able to take it home. We do recommend the longer you let it continue curing, the stronger the heat throw will be. But they're usually good to start burning within 48 to 72 hours because of the wax we use.
And remind me, you said there's a few more Wicked themed events left before you're on to the next amazing thing.
Mhm.
Tell me about those.
So we have two in February right now, next weekend. So I think that's the 20th and the 21st should be.
Okay.
And then we
Yes.
have one class left in April. Everything's
Okay.
oh my goodness, I should have had this right. I think it's April 10th or 11th that we have left.
I definitely know you're right about the ones in February because I was
Yes.
doing my research right before and I was like, oh, that sounds so fun.
I'm so excited. Yes.
And then what's after this one? Or you said like you'll see where pop culture and releases take you.
Yeah, so right after Wicked wraps up, well, actually, another shameless plug is in between our last Wicked wrap up, we're holding an event at our store called Scent Madness. This is
Oh,
really wild, but every year we like to release 6 to 10 new scents. And it used to be just us curating a whole bunch of different scents and us picking the ones to release. We don't do that anymore. For the last 3 years, we invite all our customers to come back to decide which scents are released. So it's like a play on March Madness, if you will. We have about 90 different scents we put out on the floor, and each customer gets their own bracket to try to get their favorite ones through the competition. At the end, the final 6 cent standings are the ones that release. So that's a big event that we have every year. And then after the Wicked classes, it'll probably be our Mother's Day themed classes.
I love that. That is such a unique and
It's
creative
so fun.
idea. If there's a dill one, if you're putting dill through the competition or like a
It's
basil,
It's so funny. We do have a scent. It was in Scent Madness last year, but it was eliminated the first round. So if you want to see it come through this year, you're going to have to come and vote for it.
Absolutely. But my vote should count for like 4 people. I just want to see it go. I just want to see it go through. I just want a dill candle at this point.
Well, maybe it will this year.
I also have a question and a possible theme for you.
Oh, I love it. Give me ideas.
How do we feel about country music?
I love country music.
Would you ever consider doing like, maybe a Shania Twain, Morgan Wallen
Oh my
candle making
goodness.
class?
It's a good idea. I'm a huge fan of Shania Twain, so that's something that I could always consider too. If you have a lot of followers out there that are interested in it, let me know and maybe I could get something on the books.
I saw Shania in Hershey last July, and let me tell you, one, she
Mhm.
does not age.
She does not.
Her hair looked like a Pantene commercial. It was like perfectly just blowing in the wind. I was like, and she's up there in age. I think she's like upper 50s. She was great. She was
Yeah,
absolutely wonderful, put on such a
love
great
her.
show. So if you have not seen her, please go
Oh, I
see her in
have.
concert.
I
Okay,
absolutely
good.
adore her. Yes, I think mine was like 2 or 3 years ago, though. So,
I just love all things like country music, especially if
Mhm.
there's like a Kelsey Ballerini candle making class. Maybe, listen, I could talk to you about country music
I
and
love the
musicals
ideas.
all day. We'll
I love it.
collab. Let's collab. We should.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Jennifer, before I let you go, remind everybody one last time what Designs by Olivia Gray is all about.
Designs by Olivia Gray, we're a veteran-owned all-natural soy candle company dedicated to being the best and largest all-natural soy candle company in the area. We also offer fully customizable classes as well as candle bars.
I love it. And I have to tell this story. It makes me look silly, but when I was
Oh
setting
no.
up this interview, I kept calling Jennifer Olivia. I was like, "Hi Olivia. Hi Olivia." And like the woman was so sweet. She never said to me like, "Honey, my name's Jennifer." And I never put two and two together. But do you want to walk me through like how you got that name for your company?
Of course. This is a huge letdown of a story. So, I didn't want to use my personal name to register the company under. It was just a personal choice for me. So me and my husband were talking about, well, what could we name it? And if we ever had a daughter, we wanted to name her Olivia. So we both agreed we
Oh.
love that name. It'd be Olivia. And then gray is my favorite color. It took 3 seconds to come up with that name. I registered it and I absolutely love it. It's a beautiful name. But again, I kind of set myself up for failure. So you could call me Olivia. I get it all the time. I don't mind it. I absolutely adore that name. So,
It's okay. Here's the thing. I told you before we started rolling, I said, it sounds like French, mysterious. I love it. And I don't think there's a better name to represent what your business is all about. Like, I really don't. Like, it's a
oh,
perfect
thank you.
name.
Thank you. I know not everybody gets it, but it seemed right at the time and we just love it and we stuck with it.
Listen, people with a creative brain understand things that normal people do not because some people are like, I'll be watching a show or here's a wrestling reference. When John Cena tapped out of his final match, people were like, "Why did he do that? He just gave up." And I was like, "Well, it's a reference, it's a metaphor." And people were like, "You're reading really deep into this." I said, "No, I have a creative brain and I write for a
Yes.
living."
I do. I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel like I can see references to something deeper than what most people see when I listen to songs or lyrics. And my husband's like, that's not what that means. I was like, it is, though. Like, it
No, it
is.
1000% is. You just need to tell your husband, "I'm right. You don't know what you're talking about." And just smile and nod.
I love it. Hope he never sees this.
If he does, you
We
have a
love you, Matt.
pass.
We love you very much. He's such a good worker. I'm so blessed to own my business with him.
And I also shout out to Matt because his name alliteration, when you said his name when you were first starting out, I was like, wait, that name alliteration is amazing.
Yeah, his name works great. If we name the business after him, Matt Machicki, that sounds great.
It I like it. Hey,
It's such a good name.
there might be another business venture down the line for you two.
I love it. I love it.
Is there anything you want to say to on the red carpet viewers before I let you go?
Oh, just thank you so much for having me today. It was a real pleasure. I hope to see you at one of our classes in the future, and always reach out to us if you have questions. We love talking candles.
Jennifer, I had so much fun with you today. You're definitely going to be back on the red carpet. So thank you so much.
Thank
Guys,
you.
as for me, on the red carpet, 2822 now, Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, my episodes go to YouTube the next day. So watch me before your Valentine's Day plans, on the weekends, when we get the snow in NEPA. Just watch on the red carpet. You won't regret that decision. Joey, roll that outro.